you see a beautiful young girl named Addison who was on this morning, the most incredible artist, because Addison is the lovely 18-year-old daughter of Kelly and Ken.
Yes. Such a gift, Adrienne. And thank you so much for such a great interview. And, that is such a big deal, I think, for an emerging adult. And that's the first live interview that she's ever done. So that was pretty cool.
She's amazing. Good. So one day she'll have that. As I said, one day she'll go. Someone's going to go back and say, "What? Let's talk to Adrienne Barker," and Adrienne will be like 85 years old. I think I remember what.
How many years have I known you now, Adrienne?
Many, about 15.
15 years.
I got to Celebration in 2006. Alana was born in 2006, and so yeah, I love it. So Ken works. I did an interview with Ken earlier with AC Guard and Cover Guard, and he showed the beautiful tissue box. And Kelly, what do you do?
So I am a donor engagement director for the Good Samaritan Society. And of course, I'm at the Kissimmee Village. And so I've been there now for 5 years. Ken and I, of course, worked together for the first little bit, but I've been there and enjoy, serving a great mission. The Good Samaritan Society helps people huge, especially in the senior industry.
And then, so are you raising funds? And how are you raising the funds?
Yes. So we, of course, at Kissimmee Village have 460 acres plus, and we have a large demographic of residents all across the board. So we have independent living, we have assisted living, we have a healthcare center. And the amazing part is at that time of life, people end up falling in love with where they live. And so they end up contributing to help with the fun parts that we need to enhance, which is pretty amazing. And so we get to do a lot of fun projects. I do bequests, I do gift annuities.
But you built the dog park and the amphitheater and fun things. At
a wellness center. We just did a billiards room. So I think residents come to understand that when you're at a non-for-profit, money gets tight. And so when they can help contribute to do the fun things, we have a great campus.
Are there names on each of those, like what Ken just said? Do they get to have their name on it?
There are a few namesakes, and that generally is when somebody contributes the full amount for the project. But generally, the plaques will say from generous donors, and because it usually takes quite a few of them to contribute. And a lot of times, I'll do a matching gift fund, connect the dollars, work out how to combine a bequest with some active giving just to make the projects happen. So with it being such a big campus, it takes a lot of money to do fun things. So yes,
it's like when because if I remember correctly, there are a few different ways of living, right? You have like a one building, and then they can have like almost like homes. Can you explain that?
Yes. So in fact, Ken was the sales and marketing director there for quite some time, but I'll explain what I know because it's definitely not my field. But yes, we have quite a few options. We have an independent living building that is a 3-story building called Village West. We have apartments. They are designed in neighborhoods. I think some hold 12 units, some hold 14. We actually have mobile homes, a whole mobile home section on campus. We have Heritage Creekside, which is our most upscale living, and it also houses our assisted living. Some of our housing comes with services, cleaning and meals, but the majority of what we have is independent living.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna talk quietly. So when I went to see you, Ken, about 10 years ago, I actually purposely got lost. And I drove around, and I couldn't believe it. It was so cool because the community has all of that. And I remember, and I saw the mobile homes, and I was like, "Whoa, that's really unique." But that is really a lovely way to have it. So now and I want to go into what we really were going to talk about today. But so COVID-19, what's taking place now? Because here at Ormond Beach, there's a lot of
Yes, thank you for asking. So, we have we're at 1,300 residents without our without the staff that's on campus and without the what is the building,
The healthcare center.
The healthcare center, sorry. And so, it is a big spot. So we have to have our temperatures taken every day to come on property. At our healthcare center, only employees are allowed to enter, and doctors and caregivers. If there is a hospice situation, then they're allowed to come in. But we have again, it is a big space. We have a golf course. We have outdoor pool. We have tennis courts. We have lots of great stuff. So far, we've only had one case of a resident that has been identified. That resident is actually not on campus. And so I think they were when they found the case, but so far there hasn't been anything else reported. And of course, there's a lot of people and they are independent. Yes. And it's independent. So, you have to think about it. If you're in an apartment building, it's personal, knowledge of what's going on, but we've done a really good job. Our residents feel protected. Of course, we've had volunteers that have created masks and, they sew and they, just offer their services. And, the blessing too, is that we have a Publix right outside our gate that our residents can ride their golf carts to go to, which has been a huge blessing. So a lot of their needs are taken care of, and they're missing activities and they're missing kind of the fun. But most of my day is just calling and checking in and saying hi and trying to add a little sunshine into their day.
That's so sweet.
So friends can get married.
Yeah. So I had a great story of Al and Arlene who met. This is a second marriage for both. Both of their previous spouses are deceased in heaven, and they were able to get their marriage license before the courthouse closed. And so they got married in a little gazebo with a pastor. They just thought it was so cool because, they were social distancing, and Publix gave them a free cake. And, we had a lot of fun with that story. Yeah, it was very cool.
Beautiful.
We're just in love. Yes.
So we're open a little bit on Monday. I was just reading. So we start to 25% retail and restaurants, right? So that's good.
Very exciting.
I want to get into our pool. So we have a beautiful clubhouse where I live, and I'm like, it's all closed and makes me cry.
Yes,
so,
sure.
I thank you for the update. I remember the property. It's absolutely beautiful, and I hope I have the opportunity to be able to enjoy the end of my life. As much as whatever not that I'm trying to say the end of life, but when I get older, retired, and I don't have a 14-year-old, who's making me much older, then I can move forward.
Correct.
So in 2006, someone, I can't remember who, introduced me to this, and I was actually a buyer of Mona V, and I love it. So when Ken called me last year and was talking to me about Mona V, we were having a nice conversation. I remember this. I got to go to California. I got to this. I don't want to talk about the story of both of them, but Randy, the owner, like when he's so funny, but his stories are really heartfelt too. Like they make, that I think when you see someone, you're really, really beautiful. When you see beautiful people and then they share with you their stories of life and what they've done, I just cry. Pamela from Landsberg, from Give Kids the World Village. Yeah. I can't even be in the room with her. I cry rivers with her because what she does every day. It's like unbelievable, right? Give Kids the World. So just saying that, so when I think of oh my God, I just lost my track. I better take it. What was I just saying?
Tell me what you think about when you thought of Mona V. Did it make you? Did you remember it making you feel better? What did you remember about Mona V so many years ago?
I remember that I was enjoying the taste, that it did that I liked the flavor of it, and that I was feeling good. And then all of a sudden, I remember that it wasn't around anymore.
Right.
And then it was like, and then it became out of sight, out of mind. So we would have it, and I must have at the time, I don't even know who I was buying it from or what the story was. But I had it, I enjoyed it, and I'm thrilled to have it back again. And we're talking about Randy and his beautiful wife. Going out in California and then going to how they treat their. You tell the story because I'm going to mess it all up.
Well, so you went to California. Was that all expenses paid or what?
It was all expenses paid. It was unbelievable. It really was really unbelievable. It was so much fun. And then they said they were having that little party, and I thought, okay, like it was like no food, like maybe eat beforehand. No, there was so much food, and they came out with all those candy and stuff. And oh my gosh, when they do something, they do it right.
They do it big.
It's so cool. Well, it's fun. And I love that you show your bottle because back in 2004, 2005, that's right, Adrienne, we did not know each other with Monavie, but I had my sister-in-law actually shared this product with me. And at the time I was a stay-at-home mom. I homeschooled my kids, had little kids in tow, and they loved it. They loved the taste. I couldn't get Nate to eat any, fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, oh, this is huge because it was easy. And so my kids would drink it and my grandparents would drink it. And so as a mom, if it helped people, I would share it. And so I ended up creating quite a large online organization back with Monavie. It was a phenomenal brand, phenomenal product, and we had a blast with it. And so, in industry, just like what we're dealing with now, who would have thought, who would have known that this would have adjusted our lives in some way? So, the story continues. The company had some hiccups, and they ended up getting bought out by a company called Jeunesse Global. And it's interesting because they kind of put the Monavie bottle back on the back shelf because they had this other huge line, they call it the YES line, Youth Enhancement System of products. And so that juice was just kind of back there, not really talked about. I didn't know I could get it or not, that type of thing. So last May, right as Addison was graduating from high school, my brother-in-law called and said, hey, just found out that they're relaunching Monavie in North Carolina. Are you excited about that? And of course, we were thrilled. I just said, yes, busiest week of my life. That week, Addison graduated high school. I did 1,000 field of flags out at Good Samaritan for our veterans. And I'm like, well, I want the product, but I don't want to have any other conversation right now because I'm way too busy for that. So anyways, fast forward to that, we ended up learning about who Jeunesse Global is. And as you said, with Randy and Wendy,
which
that's
was
right.
Big. And that they're right here in Orlando. That was huge.
Where did you meet them?
Yes. So we got to meet them. We, instead of flying to LA like you did, we went to Lake Mary. They do what's called a fly-in program. And they have you in to check out the company, to be able to taste and feel the products. You meet your business partners. And we were so excited about that. And then, of course, for us, our business partners are Tony and Sherry McKnight. And we connected with them. They are business owners out of Gainesville. They own Big Daddy Guns. And I love the fact that they own multiple business streams. And so for Ken and I, the interesting thing was we were praying for a solution, something different. He kept saying to me, babe, we got to get involved in this great economy. We got to do something different. And we've always done things on the side. We've flipped houses. I've built houses. We've done things in real estate.
On the side of our job.
Right. So
extra.
We are that couple that have, are looking to make sure that we're proactive. And Ken, it's his birthday on Friday.
Ooh.
Here. And so, when you turn 55.
Don't tell.
Well, I have to tell because he's amazing.
Don't tell.
You start thinking about retirement. What's that look like? What choices have you made? We have 2 kids that just finished their AA degree with Valencia. One's going to FSU, one's going to UF. We're in the college stage. And so last year we were talking with some friends, our dear friends, Troy and Shelley Chrysler, who own a roofing company here locally. They're neighbors of ours. And, how are we going to invest and be a part of this great economy? And that's when Jeunesse came, and we've gotten excited, and we couldn't be more thrilled. And yes, it's been a little interesting this month, obviously, but the interesting thing I think is when I was part of Monavie before, I traveled all over the United States, and I was a stay-at-home mom that homeschooled, but I had a nanny. And so I was gone a lot. And that is part of what kind of changed the dynamic because I didn't want to miss out on my kids growing up. And so the unique thing to what we do now, most of every conversation of every business plan is done on Zoom and done online. So we get to stay in the comfort of our own home together. It's a project that we're doing together, which we love working together. Mm-hmm. And so it's focused us. And, now you think about Monavie, Adrienne, and how much you fell in love with that. The the products that Jeunesse has launched into this marketplace are incredible. You know, one thing they just launched for industry, this is called Aloe Cleanse. I got to get it on the screen.
Okay. I didn't see that.
So this has just launched into industry for such a time as this. And you know what's pretty amazing is, yes, some of our states are coming out, right? And like DeSantis has just talked about Florida and the plan. But this product is huge because it's a more than one serving. It kind of gets 2 servings in it. But what we found, our hospitals, our firemen, our policemen, our nurses, all are so excited about this product. First, because it won't dry out their hands because of the aloe. It has a great alcohol content, and it's easy, and they can throw it away, and they don't have to run back to.
Are you drinking it? What is it exactly? I thought you drinking it.
See how big it is? You just tear it open. It's a wash.
It's called Aloe Cleanse. So it is a hand sanitizer.
Oh,
a single serving.
Smells great. And, you know, so we are having, a friend of ours has a hospital that just ordered 1,000 cases. That's
1,000 boxes.
1,000 boxes. Well, that's a case, right? So, you know, we're pretty excited. And when you're with a company like Jeunesse Global, which is $1 billion debt-free company, they come up, you know, with products that you need out of the gate. Yeah. So that's one of them. Another one I think that's fun, and we'll get back to Monavie, is this product.
I love that taste. Yum.
Yes.
Like this is lemon sorbet.
Yes. And, you know, Ken, it's interesting. Ken's parents live at Good Samaritan. They have for a while. And initially, all I could think of was the senior market for Mind, right? But what it does is it helps with focus. It helps with anxiety. It helps. Sorry, babe.
Put it right in front of my face.
Because you have such a great face. But, you know, it's just so cool. It's solving things. And I think of Adrienne being a mom who homeschooled. I homeschooled my kids till they started high school. It's not easy. It is challenging, as you're understanding, and, you know, especially for our elementary kids and middle school, and helping to focus, and, you know, those online tests, and some kids have test anxiety, and it's a new dynamic. And, you know, what's been so amazing for this product is kids with ADHD and focus challenges. It's helping huge, and they love the taste. So anyways, those are a couple of things that are an add-on, you know, just about what Jeunesse Global has to offer. So it's what we do after hours together, and we work on a project, and we share it with our friends.
I love that. Oh, I was kind of teasing you the after hours. I love the Nara.
Oh my goodness. I love that you said that. Packet. So I didn't even really know what collagen in. Okay, because I'm just a simple girl. I don't get high-end products. I don't, right? I didn't know people like take collagen. I am, for the first time in my life, getting compliments on my skin. First of all, because our skincare, but we have a NAR, which is a collagen product. It's amazing. And then combined with our Revita Blue product. So one of the things that you'll learn if you connect to Jeunesse is it's all about stem cell research. And we have this synergistic ability to work together with these products. And so I just like you, Adrienne, I'm thrilled. And I make a little smoothie every day, and it's like my icy.
I'm going to talk now.
You talked yesterday.
I love, you know what though, Kelly? The only thing is, my problem is that my nails are going way too fast. I'm like, whoa, they are like, and they're solid, they're hard. They're not as easy to, and my hair, I mean, you know, I've had to, I just need a haircut, but I mean, it looks good. I was like, you're right. And I'm like the opposite. I literally will put this much water and I throw it in, I go like this, I chug it down, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Alana.
So one fun thing, Adrienne, is all of our products, it's very cool. We have something that's called Longevity TV. And so we have doctors and scientists that talk about each product. And so, hi, how are you doing?
Come sit on my lap. You're listening for a minute.
I love that.
Oh, I have the phone on. Sorry. Say hi, Lana. Can you hear?
Alana is 14. And she is sweet, but watch this. Alana, it's time for your Monavie, like ducks to a flock. I don't even know those things. Okay, ready? Okay, Alana, would you like your shot of Monavie?
There you go.
Okay, go ahead. And I say the same thing. I tell her, don't spill it all the time. It's like gold. Right? Spill it.
Okay, so
hug it down.
Adrienne. She's a 14-year-old gorgeous teenager, right? And our kids, you know, one of the things I found out when they were little, I was trying to get them to eat healthy. And now she's growing into an adult teenager. I have 2 adult teenagers that eat terrible. They eat out all the time. They're running, going to school, working jobs. And I'm like, drink your Monavie, you get your antioxidants in your 2 ounces, you're good to go. And I feel great as a mom because I fed them healthy today because of their Monavie.
But I noticed she has been sleeping better. And I also noticed for myself, so yes, I was in a car wreck. I got hit by a car back in May 9th. And so one of the things, and also the collagen kind of helps too. So today I've noticed I've only had to take the Motrin 1 time in the day. And then I'm really okay. Like it helps me. I'm feeling really a lot better. Alan, how are your knees? Al, how are your knees? My husband. Are they feeling a little better with the Monavie?
Yeah.
It's only been a couple of days, but still, he says, yeah, I can tell because you know what? The thing is it has to become a habit, but it is absolutely delicious. I look forward to our toast. It's weird because it is something you look forward to in the morning. Like, oh, it's morning, Monavie, and then it's like, oh, it's nighttime. Don't forget. Let's do a shot together. I don't drink liquor. I don't drink, so it makes me feel good too. Like I love the fact that it's like a wine bottle because I'm not a drinker.
Well, my fun little story new to this time around was I had never before had eczema. And so my elbows would get last year, January, just itchy all the time. And for people that suffer with that, it's miserable. So I went to the dermatologist, they gave me this expensive cream and it still wouldn't help. I would never feel satisfied, I guess. I would just always wanted to itch. And in my first month of drinking Monavie, I've never had to use another lotion, another cream. I think it's great. So I think,
everybody's different.
Right. But God has created our body to heal itself. You just got to get it the right nutrition and it helps you stay healthy. And it works different for every person. We just love the convenience. And again, like you with Alana, that just blesses me huge because our kids are important and they don't get the nutrition that they need.
But also like Mark McDonald, he's pretty amazing. And his whole Zen line of products, that's incredible. Like, I think that so each piece, and I remember Janess with the packets because where you put it on the Instantly Ageless and all of a sudden you're like, no wrinkles.
Right.
So I love that. I love the spray. So it really was. I'd like to do a call out. If any of my friends are interested in Monavie, let's touch base because actually when everything is said and done, you could fly in. What other company flies you in to Orlando, which they have a beautiful building in Lake Mary, meet the owners and their son, who is really lovely. The president has a lot of personality too. And then everyone has personality. And Ken and I were talking a little bit. And when you think of why do you get involved in a company like this, Janess? But some of the other things besides money really is leadership development. When you have what they call a good up team, but when you have people, so Tony and Sherry McKnight are first of all, they're a very attractive couple, but they're also really pretty wow. They're both independently are really strong, brilliant, smart, business minded. Together, they work so well together, just like the two of you. It's amazing. And I see a lot of couples in Janess that the customer service is fantastic. The back end of the program is great. And can you talk about the influencer program?
Well, I was just, there's so much to talk about. And I'm so grateful to have this platform because actually we've shared this on our Facebook page. There's a number of folks who wonder what we're doing or, time is so important. It's so valuable.
That's right.
We just take an hour a day on my drive home from work while I'm in the car. I may call somebody or send a couple of emails before I go to bed or before I leave for the office in the morning. We just take a little crack of time and we invest it into something that has the potential to pay back hours and hours and hours of time. And it's just very smart business. And we also love connecting with people who are smarter and more talented and more ambitious than we are because we learn from those people. We try to say yes as much as we possibly can. You learn so much more by saying yes than by saying no. And so what we do is we help people solve problems. And I'm so glad to have researched some of this stuff because when someone mentions that they have a migraine, we have something that possibly can help them. And rather than say, I'll pray for you, I'm so sorry to hear that, drink more water or whatever that you say, you say, hey, maybe this will help you. And we've had a number of friends get relief from migraines just for nutrition. And again, it's not medicine. It doesn't solve the problem, but it gives some peace of mind and some relief. So we like being able to offer people something. But right now, people are looking for a home-based business. They're looking for how to make money online. They're looking for replacing their income, or they're looking for
I know. I want to say, well, people are also looking for like an e-commerce store where they don't have to have inventory and they could sell something, but it's not really costing them anything to sell it.
Right. So when I reached out to you specifically, Adrienne, I called you. Not only was I always impressed with how you never pushed. You're such a compassionate business owner. You wrap your head around someone else's problem and you help them solve it. And I love that. That's what I try to do. And I respect that when other professionals do that. And when I heard that you could monetize your social media, and I looked at your Facebook and your different reach, and I saw you have tens of thousands of people that you connect to and pour into on social media because you're just that kind of person. Right. You do mentoring, you're involved in your community. You're not just in for the buck or the sale. You're pouring your life back into people.
Thank you.
And Jeunesse is a way that you could take these deep links, or when you really believe a product can help people, when you push that out or you refer it, Jeunesse will pay you 12 to 20% of every dollar that's bought through that link. And so it now allows you the ability to monetize your reach, your influence, without a store, without a credit card charges, without an inventory, without a big investment, without any employees, without even starting a company. You don't even have to file for an EIN number and do all of that kind of nonsense until the business gets up and running and you can see that it's going to really sail for you. So,
and what's so important, I think, Adrienne, is Jeunesse chose to disrupt the industry. And so, let's just get the cat out of the bag. Most people are not looking for network marketing or multi-level marketing. And we understand that because their lives are busy.
We weren't looking for that.
Correct. The only thing we like to do is offer solutions. And if we have a phenomenal product, we share that with some of our favorite restaurants. I love that Addison shared one of our favorite charities is Kids Beating Cancer. We talk about things that we're passionate about. So when we connected to you in December, Jeunesse was just launching their one price model, which means a customer pays the same price for Monavie as you do as a distributor.
And as we do.
And that's huge because I never have to ask that weird question. Do you want to pay wholesale or retail?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And then the second thing, because of our business partners, Tony and Sherry McKnight, Tony is a guru on the internet, and he's helped to launch the affiliate plan, which is pretty amazing because they're doing enhancements next week, even making the pot sweeter. And so what that means is you don't have to do a Zoom meeting. You can connect people and monetize your social media or your connection. So it's very different because it's like an influencer. I think like a Kim Kardashian or an Adrienne Barker, right? You love
Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. You love a great product. You do a little demo. If you want to get this product, order it right
Here's
here.
A link.
You pay the same price I do. And, and then Jeunesse sends you money. They
weekly.
Pay weekly. It's a phenomenal company. And so, we're excited about that. And I think it can be a solve. And, last year when we looked at this, we didn't know this would be happening, but we were able to create a side income. Both we're considered essential workers. So we're still in the workforce daily. And like Ken said, we take cracks of time in our day to connect with other people and offer a solution, which is great.
And you've been with your company for 5 years. And in the last 6 months of 2019, just getting started, you earned half of what you make for your whole full-time salary, part-time with just a few hours a week.
Exciting.
That's significant. It makes a big difference.
That's
so
intense.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we're quitting our jobs.
No,
it doesn't mean
we
it
love
changes
what we
life.
do.
Right. It just means that I think people are more open to multiple income streams in life to be diversified. And I think that's what we have to offer. So, it's a great solution if you're in the market to looking.
What I really love about the Jeunesse too, like they do, so you have Mark McDonald, so they really have some pretty powerful people that are working with them. The woman, the makeup woman with her spray, holy crap.
She is the creator of the makeup that did the Twilight movies. So all the movies on
For
there.
the zombies. Doesn't mean you're going to look like a zombie,
Right.
but she made that spray on makeup.
And I think the cool part is she created the product because she was working with a doctor that was doing facial treatments on women or chemical peels. And your skin is so clean and so fresh that makeup was not sticking to it. So she had to create a product that would be healthy for the skin without having, any, what's the bad stuff? Bacteria. So bacteria can not get in, and it would then infuse on people's skin as they're getting treatments for something like that. So cool. I had a girlfriend today, Adrienne. Okay. I work with my friend Ellen, and she wouldn't mind sharing. She's the administrative assistant. They love Monavie. They would not be without Monavie. They think it's the best thing in the world. Her husband's a contractor. And I gave her as a birthday gift, a bottle of our serum. So we have this amazing serum.
Oh, you gave it to me too. Yes.
It launched the company of Jeunesse Global. And she just turned 70. She's amazing.
No way.
She's amazing. Sure. She has these red spots, and she was very flaky right in her T-zone. And she's like, I'm so frustrated. And she's so sweet because, she's just the most down to earth. She doesn't wear makeup. I said, I have a gift that may help you. And I just brought her a bottle because she blesses me daily, and helps me out. Here's a birthday gift for you. She came in, she goes, I finally started my bottle. She goes, look at my skin in 2 days. She goes, I'm shocked. She goes, I feel so pretty. And I'm like,
2 days.
I couldn't have made that happen. Sometimes you give something to somebody and they never try it, but we're just that, the product stands behind what it is. Yeah. And if you're a person that needs the research and the science, what I love is the details are there, and I don't have to prove it to anybody.
It's funny. I had one complaint being in Los Angeles at the Adobe Theater, was it? Where the American Air. So, and the complaint, if I didn't get a survey, but my only complaint was that I have to go to the bathroom because I have my kidney stones. So, and I was always going to miss something, and it was so frustrating because I'm like, can you just give us like 10-minute break? Like they're going to give how many thousands of people there, and I'm like, can everyone just hold for like 5? I like really want to ask. Excuse me, pause for 5 minutes so I go. I always felt like I was losing something or missing some piece of it. Actually, even in the Lake Mary office. But the way that they do everything too is top notch. So you can figure out a company, sure. Everything's amazing, but how they really having us at the Lowe's Theater, putting us up like that, having speaker after speaker that was just getting better and better and better. It's unbelievable. And I love how they had all of the diamonds over in the I really did enjoy the whole thing. So I want to I love it. I need to get back. My phone wasn't working, so I finally got the new iPhone 11. Oh, yeah, someone's got to. So no, but it really is good. So, and I had lost all my passwords, so I just got the Jeunesse, and I have Let's Get Healthy #2 day on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm going to start posting again, and I feel like, and I mean, we're not a family that normally does get a lot of colds, but I do think that whatever is in here for the anti-inflammation, which I think is what all of these like superfruits do, because that is something I have to say that I definitely have noticed, just that feeling of just your body like creaking and your head. So honestly, it is really great stuff. It comes packaged crazy, huh? Whoa. I was really surprised. The box, and then they have that like customized egg thing so that they won't break.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Amazing. And, I think what's so cool about you sharing that, Adrienne, is the people that you connect with know how real you are. And they know, I haven't tried to make this happen. This conversation is out of being real. And I'm, what blesses me, rocks my world that it's blessing your life. And that's how we go about our day. And I think some people have been closed-minded to the network marketing or MLM conversation because they've been bamboozled, or, somebody's invited them and it's so secret and they've come in, to have a dinner and then wham, bam, they got you. That's not how Ken and I have ever done business. And, when we connect, we're upfront. I even love our first conversation where I met you on a Zoom. And, we just are out front. Hey, have you ever heard of this product? Are you interested? And it doesn't change our friendships. It doesn't adjust. But if it can bless you, and I know that's your heart as well. So I think it's amazing.
Well, the beauty, I think, of this, if I can tag on to that, is that we're not pushing a business because we don't need people to join. Right. If they just want to buy a great product at our regular great price, that's perfect. They can do that. Right. Yeah. And Janess will pay us 12 to 20% of whatever they spend, but they pay for the same for the product that we pay for our product. It blows my mind that Janess does that. And
the value, the owners are not, they're not like, oh, we got it. They're like, where can we give our money away? What Janess Kids is an amazing program. I've got to get running, but I have to say, I was listening to a webinar the other day. They said, look in the camera. How could anyone look at the camera and not look at, sorry, Ken, look at Kelly. Kelly, you're just so pretty. You really are. You're so easy on the eye. It's so fun to look at you. I don't know. I couldn't just look at the camera and talk to people. That's just not. So I'm changing. If it's not etiquette, I'm sorry, but I'm going to look. I have to, because it's the only way I can feel just to see you both. It feels so comfortable. I love meeting you. Thank you at Brio's. That was so much fun. I can't wait to get back there. And can we get our shot together? Can we do a shot together?
Absolutely.
That's so cool. Oh, wait. Kenny, wait, 1 second. 1 second. Yep. Kenny, what were you drinking in that water bottle? Is that the black one? The black one?
Yeah, this is a black water.
That's tough to drink.
It's a mineral water, so it tastes like an artesian well. It's not necessarily a flavor. There's no sugary thing. It's 70 trace minerals. But what this does is it allows your cells to absorb more nutrition from your food. It allows your cells to be more absorbent. And so it's just a healthy way, again, to just maximize everything. Yeah. If you're going to drink water, hey, Alan.
It's got a tough taste to it, though. It really does. That's a tough one. Wait, come over here. Come over here. Come closer to me, honey.
Come and have a shot with us.
Al, this is watch this. On this side is the beautiful couple. Look at, they're perfect. They look great. On this side is the disheveled, freaky looking couple. On this side. So welcome.
I'm so honored to call you friend.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. You too. Alan is a good egg, though. He's such a nice man. I mean, really, he's the
Alan,
nicest.
tell me, what do you do for a living?
Like this. Oh, Alan, they want to know what you do. He works for a company. He helps with the transportation flagger.
Controlling traffic.
So he's very nice.
That's
great.
Alan was in a car accident when he was 15. He was a passenger of a vehicle. He was, you have to help me, Alan. He was paralyzed for 3 months.
No, 2 months.
Paralyzed for 2 months.
In a coma for a month.
In a coma for a month.
Oh my gosh.
Shattered jaw, broken ribs.
Shattered jaw, broken ribs, punctured lungs.
To your health, Adrienne.
Is it weird? Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me. Oh my God.
No, it's okay. I can't do it one sweek. Ken says
this is like a candid conversation. I just literally forgot about you for a minute. I literally was so engaged. And I'm like, you know what's weird? I said to Alan the other day, I go, don't drink too much of it because it helps your bowel movements. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it because it's candid conversation. But it does. It really does. It is.
That's what fruit does.
Healthy. It's very healthy.
That's what fruit does.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to almost drink a glass of it, but you got to know, if I did that, I'd be sick to my stomach.
Right?
I don't even know, but it's delicious.
We're going to attach something to our Facebook, and you probably will too. And if anyone wants a free sample, we love giving free samples of product for people to try. Yep. We know they'll knock their socks off. And we love doing that. We believe in the product. So just instant message us if you want to try anything that's in the system or the catalog. And of course, Adrienne will help you with that any way we can. And thank you for the opportunity. We're so excited to see how you're how you have taken the bull by the horns with your camera
Yes.
and your computer. You've gotten promoted all of your friends and what they do on social media while everybody's at home. Everybody owes you a huge debt of gratitude. I mean that.
This is the thing from a 57-year-old, almost 58. Next, Alan is 58. No, Alan will be, sorry, Al. He'll be 58 on Sunday. That we're just, I think I remember. Keep forgetting. I have this feeling I'll forget. Our anniversary comes up on May 15th. May 15th, our anniversary. I'm not talking to you, Al. I'm just saying.
How many years is that?
How many years? We got married in 1995, 2005, 2015. 25 years? A quarter of a year? Wow. That's a long time. And look how young we all look. Crazy.
Right? So cool.
25 years. I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Have a safe I can't. Alan, can you come back up here? Let's look at this cute dog. That they got.
This is Emmy.
Kelly. It is the best birthday present anyone could get. Look at their little girl.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
She's so
She's like, what am I doing?
Wait, are you taking her with you tomorrow for your ride?
I think that the nanny, which is Addison, will be taking care of us.
Our dog nanny, which is our daughter.
Because she doesn't go back to work until Monday. So we're going to enjoy every moment of training with her.
Yeah, she's a doll. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your travels. Be safe.
Okay.
I'll do the link too. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye.
Travel safe, please, please, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, your smile. You're so beautiful.